Hey guys, Morgan's Maintenance. Today's tour review, we're going to be looking at another flashlight from Wurkkos. So I previously reviewed the HD03 small little pocket clip light there. They sent that one to me. Well, whenever they sent that, they also sent the HD02. I really wanted to get my hands on this because it has one unique feature. It has some really great features that kind of come standard on a lot of flashlights these days, but this one does something that a lot of those don't do. And I think that would be the reason why some people would buy this if that's something you're looking for. So this one comes in at $80 on Amazon normal price. They've got a coupon to drop it down to $70, but it may be on sale for less as I'm filming or whenever I release this video, or there also could be a discount code. I don't know it yet if there is. So you just might want to go check the description if it's something you decide to buy. I don't know. It could save you a few bucks. It might not, but I'd go check that out. So I'm going to go over the box details, all those kinds of things, what you get in the box, go over the features, especially that one that I think would be the reason why someone might want to purchase this light. But let's go ahead and jump into the box and what you get. So let's get into the specs on the box and all those kinds of things. Again, HD02 has 3200 lumens. That's the max lumens, 330 meter beam throw, green laser, and then the UV. I have no idea what the NM stands for, but 365 of those. There's the one most people care about. It gives you all the settings as far as the lumens that you get on the high and low, and then also the run times and all those, so you can check back to those if you want to and pause and zoom in on that. Other than that, in the box you're going to get a USB-C to USB-C charging cable. Charges right here, USB-C, if you want to go ahead and get to charging that. It does have a belt clip. I'll go ahead and show you that while I have it picked up at that point. It does come with some extra O-rings because this battery is replaceable. I know that's a big deal for a lot of people. You just screw off this cap. You'll be able to access the battery. There's where the O-ring goes, is right there. So they give you some replacements. And it is a 21700 cell 5,000 milliamp hour battery. So this is a replaceable battery that just goes in like so, and then you twist this back in. This is a magnetic base. You can kind of see this base. I'm clicking it onto my lateral file cabinet right there. Plenty of grab, even though this is kind of a hefty flashlight. It's 195 grams is what the paperwork says, and you can kind of feel it in your hand. It is a beefy flashlight, that's for sure. But again, there's the magnetic base on that as well. So as long as you're not on something that's going to be moving a ton, I think that it's going to hold up just fine. And then the last thing that you get in the box, other than the flashlight itself, is this lanyard here. And I have no idea, it doesn't show in the instructions where you put that on at. So if anybody has this flashlight and you know where that goes, make sure and drop that in the comments below. I don't use those anyway, so it doesn't matter to me. But that's everything in the box. Now let's get into the features. So you have a selector switch here and a push button. The push button is going to turn on the power. You can see that light come on. That light changes color based upon your battery life. You have a selector switch where you can go from UV. You can see that on there. Go to your actual flashlight. You can see that there. Or green laser. You can see that come on right there as well. So that's your three main modes. To be able to cycle through on the flashlight, you just press and hold, and it gets to the highest point. Press and hold again, and it goes to the lowest point. There's no like press and it changes the setting. You have to press and hold. Let me see if I can show it up on here maybe. I don't know if my light's going to be too much. I might have to wait and show it to you in the dark. So there you can go. You can kind of see it lighting up here. I've got a lot of lights on. It does blink once you get to the highest setting. Now I press and hold, and it's going to go back down. It will blink again once it gets to the lowest setting, which is too low for you to be able to see in my lighting. So very easy to use. It's very intuitive. You can double press and go straight to turbo mode, and then a double press while you're in turbo mode takes it back down to the lowest mode as well. I do like that about it because it's very easy to make it bright and then not make it bright again just by pressing the button a couple times. It does have strobe mode, so while it's on, if I press it 3 times, you'll get into some strobe, as you can see right there. So it does have that if that's something that you're looking for. And then the main thing about it, this is the thing that I think is very useful. No matter if you've got the light on, whatever you do, if I open up the sides, the lights go off, come back on. Anytime you open up the sides, you have an area light that comes on with 2 of these. So now you can set this out like this. You're going to get light coming off of that kind of in every direction. You can make those brighter. Same way, press and hold the button, press and hold the button, they go dim. So to me, this is really a very unique flashlight because of that. It's one that you could keep in your tool bag and has all the features. Like if you're going to work under a sink, you can go from UV light, and then so you can look for staining or whatever it is, and then go to a flashlight to look around. Maybe you're looking for a leak, And then if you're going to do some work, you can open it up and use the area light at that point, which to me is the main selling point of this flashlight. Like all these features, green laser, flashlight, UV, that's on every kind of flashlight that you're looking at these days. It's that area light feature right there that makes most of the difference, in my opinion, as far as if this is a very good fit for you. And you can also just open up one side if you want to save some battery life. I don't know. Yeah, see, the other one's off if you don't open it. So it's not actually using both of them until you open that to a certain point. They kind of gear this towards camping, but again, I'm thinking about for myself and my work. You're basically using it as a flashlight while you're looking around. Oh, now I'm going to do some work. Let me get myself a little bit more of a task lighting going on right here. I think that's where this becomes useful. So let me go ahead and get into the dark, and I'll kind of show you the lighting in the dark. That way you can kind of tell a little bit better. Obviously you can't see much here on my workbench with really bright lights above me. So I'll show that to you, and then we'll close out the video and you can decide if this is the right fit for you. So I'm in a dark section in my new building. I'll actually be glad to have this done as a storage area because this should be dark all the time if I turn the lights off. Sometimes it's hard for me to find a time to do the dark stuff. So I'm going to press the button. Here is the UV light. That's probably not going to show up much. You can kind of see that label on that board right there. Not a lot of stuff to pick up with UV out here. Swap it over to the white light. That's probably the brightest setting. So let me press and hold. There's the brightest setting right there. Actually just blinked. Press and hold now and go to the lowest setting, which is right there. Again, you can double press and then double press again. Lights up this whole entire space, or I can swap over one more time. Green laser. There that is in the dark. Now let me open up the area lights. I'm going to put that on the brightest setting and then go set it down and then walk away from it because I think that's really the only way that you're going to get the full effect of it. So that's the brightest setting there. We'll set it down here. So you can see it's lighting up that whole entire area as task lighting. So again, you get a UV light, you get a white flashlight that goes up to 3,200 lumens if I remember right, maybe 3,500, and then that green laser, and then a task light. But there you go, guys. There is the HD02 from Wurkkos. Again, I feel like it's this feature right here, and I really love the fact that it just comes on automatically, turns it into an area light. Not a lot of flashlights out there, so this will fit in your tool bag probably a lot better than many area lights out there, and you can still use it for a flashlight. You get the UV, you get the green laser. So if you're looking for that kind of light, then that price tag might not be as bad as what you would think. But that just depends on if this would be something useful to you. Again, maybe you're a camper or something like that. You could use it in that sense too. But I'm curious if any of you have it, what you think about it. Drop that in the comments below as well. As always, I hope this video was helpful. You guys stay safe. Have a blessed day. I'll see you on the next video.